Hey, Devlin here. I'm about to take a trip down memory lane. Why don't you join me? Recently, I showed a friend of mine the Wachowskis' movie Speed Racer, the movie they made after the Matrix series where they wanted to do more of a family film, of course based on the animated anime series Speed Racer. Well, no surprise, my friend did not like it, and I got to see it again. First time I saw it was at the theater back in the 90s, and I actually really liked it. I didn't know much about Speed Racer, but it was really crazy and out there, and I also blame that I usually always have popcorn and a pop, but for some reason it was a summer day and I decided to get one of those big cherry ices, and it was huge, and I was on a sugar rush. And anybody who's seen Speed Racer the movie knows that that would help with the over-the-top styles. Now, I'm actually not going to talk about the movie, but I am happy to see that when I went online looking up for stuff about the movie, there's a lot of people who are supporters of it and think it's a cult classic now. And rewatching it, I totally get it. I think it's an absolutely fun film, but it's also a movie I can actually watch and say I understand why people don't like it. They took a lot of chances, and I'm glad they did, because I think they succeeded, but I could see how a lot of people who would not like it. So after I rewatched it, I was kind of interested to see just how much of the movie they got from the TV series. So I did some research online, looked up Wikipedia, looked up some YouTube things, and then I got my curiosity so much I decided to go on Amazon and order the 60s series. You know, the English dubbed version, and I got it. And I started watching it for the last couple of months, and I have to say that I am a Speed Racer fan. Now, I always knew about Speed Racer, you know. It was kind of went through a trend again in the 80s and 90s. I think the movie kind of killed it in some ways, but I really had a good time watching this. I'm still in the middle of it, but they're so fun. What surprised me the most was about the first 2 or 3 episodes were pretty much where they took a lot of the stuff for the movie. So all the bug nuts craziness that's in the movie is all in there. But I would have to say that the cartoon is even more crazy. But a lot of fun. You know, it's unbelievable how you see Speed Racer, which is actually the name of the driver, and his family putting together the Mach 5, his awesome car that does all these tricks and stuff. Now, I gather it's in a futuristic world, especially if it was made in the 60s, because some of these races just seem kind of weird and over the top. And that's one of the things I love about it. The races are just awesomely crazy. Like, dangerous, and you see people looking like they're dying everywhere, the explosions and stuff, and a lot of times you'll do see the odd person walking away from the explosion like it was nothing. And then other times, one of my favorite scenes in the opening credits is there's a car that goes flying over and this big explosion that looks like a nuclear bomb went off. It's like, I can't even imagine a car even making anything like that, but it just shows you just how big and over the top it is. It's very zany. If you're not into zany, you probably won't like it. But this was like a new find for me, because in the last couple of years, I've been going back rewatching old stuff. You know, people keep recommending me all these new shows, and I still do watch new shows, but as I get older, I'm finding I'm going back to the past, whether it's in movies or TV shows. But I can't believe it's taken me so long to find Speed Racer, because this is just an awesome bit of fun. Yeah, there's annoying bits in it, but not annoying to make you want to turn off. I know his kid brother Spritle and his pet monkey can be a little bit over the top, and yeah, if you're looking for realism in a cartoon, this is not the cartoon you go to. I think there's a reason why Speed Racer has survived so many decades is because it's a lot of fun. And it's different than a lot of anime. My first introduction to anime was probably Battle of the Planets. I think it's called Gatchaman, but that's the Battle of the Planets was the Americanized version of it. That was probably my first introduction, and since then I've seen stuff like, Akira and Ghost in the Shell, and I've seen some of the I forgot the the big studio that makes it, that their titles are skipping me, but a friend of mine is trying to go his way showing me, and I appreciate it. This is actually the most simplistic anime I've ever seen, and some of the ones that actually make sense. Because I've watched a lot of anime going, I don't know what's going on here. But Speed Racer, you never have that problem. It's very Americanized. So it was such an easy movie for them to probably Americanize. If you haven't seen it or haven't seen it in a while, I strongly recommend it. It's a fun little watch, and I love putting it on every once in a while and just enjoying the cheese of it all. Anyhow, are you a fan of Speed Racer? Are you a fan from the past? Or is it something you might be interested in looking into? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. We have lots of great things here. And I go down memory lane every Tuesday here on Mondo Nostalgia. I hope you have yourself a great day, and thanks for tuning in.